So welcome to Math with H. Now let's take this quick one again on quadratic equation. Remember I said that this week all we have to be dealing with is quadratic equation, and we are still on factorization method. So let's go. We are asked to solve this, so we are going to solve this using the factorization method. The first thing to do is to take this first term, multiply this last term. So let's go. X squared times minus 5, that will give us minus 15x squared. Okay, now the next thing to do, your next step, is to look for two factors of this minus 15x squared, that when you add them will give you this middle term here, which is minus 2x. Okay, so and the two factors of minus 15 x squared will be minus 5x and plus 3x. Now the reason is because these two factors, when you multiply them, gives you back this minus 15x squared, and when you add them, it will give you this middle term here, so which is minus 2x when you add them together. So these are the two factors we are picking. So the next thing to do next is to replace this middle term by these two factors. So I'm going to have x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15 equal to 0. You can see that what I wrote here is simply what I've written right here. The only difference is that I have to replace this minus 2x by these two factors. Now the next thing to do is to group them in pairs. These two, pick out what is common, and x is common. X divided x squared is x. X divided minus 5x is minus 5. Next, I take these two, I pick out what is common. What is common here is 3, because 3 can divide. Okay, 3 divided 3x is x. 3 divided minus 15 is minus 5. By the time you've done this, the next thing to do is to look at the bracket. What is inside this parenthesis? They are identical, okay? So you pick one, and then these two outside the bracket, which is x plus 3, you group them together in the next bracket. And we have ended up in factorizing this left-hand side of the equation. Now the next thing to do is to get the roots of the equation. The roots of the equation is also known as the solution to the quadratic equation. Okay, so and how do we do that? We take this, each of these, and equate to 0. So that will give us x minus 5 equal to 0, or x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now the idea behind doing it this way is simply because this statement here is telling us that if you multiply these two terms, you give 0. And logically, if two terms or two numbers multiply themselves to give 0, it's either that one of them will be 0. So it's either that this will be 0 or this will be 0 for this multiplication to be 0. That is the idea behind this. And so next, we make x the subject of the formula, and that gives us x is equal to plus 5, or x is equal to minus 3. And this is our solution. So we have come to the fourth example on quadratic equation. I think we still have 2 more to solve on factorization method. Okay, so I hope you've gained value from this. Do like this page and follow us, and have a good day. Bye.